Hello, folks. If you have been wondering what literature in Nepal, written or translated into English, sounds like or feels like, today I am here with an excerpt for you. And this short story, penned by the famous Nepali writer and political leader Bishweshwar Prasad Koirala, and his story entitled Writer Baze, which I've translated as Mr. Writer, but a writer Baze is someone, a sort of scribe. He writes, prepares drafts of documents and all, legal documents and all. So this is a story written by Bishweshwar Prasad Koirala, and this is written in the first person perspective, and the character is a woman, and she is, in her last moments, she is a leopard woman, and then she recounts her story, the time spent with Mr. Writer, and she also analyzes her perspective in the existence of God, good and evil, and perspective of life as well. So I'll be reading this to you. Now, when my tearful eyes are getting clouded in front of this vastness, at this moment of deadpan farewell, two experiences have overcome me: the love of Mr. Writer and the incurable disease of leprosy. This very physique of mine experienced both of these. Why do I feel just Mr. Writer and leprosy when I am trying to remember God with single-mindedness during last moments? Has the God in me been fulfilled by means of both of these entities? These two entities are the pivot of my life, the significance I was able to earn. Else, if Mr. Writer and leprosy are taken away from my life, I'll be leaving the earth with the same naked blankness that I descended to the earth from the womb of my mother with. If someone asks me what I achieved in life, I must say love and leprosy. Did you not achieve God? If the wholesomeness of the experience of life is achievement of God, then I could say I achieved Him in the form of love and leprosy. Good and evil? If we signify love and leprosy with other names, then I could address my conserved experiences, love and leprosy. Otherwise, if I deduct Mr. Writer's love and the pain of leprosy, I am about to die as innocent as I was born. If Mr. Writer, who had come to Kathmandu from Hills number 3 in course of his service, had not given shelter to a Sherpa girl who was begging in the streets of Kathmandu, wearing rags, in his house, feeling pity while he was coming back from office, neither would she get love nor leprosy. Whatever be the voice of others' experience, my experience says that one cannot go big till they sacrifice something big. One must be ready to pay the price. That is why love would not be available for leprosy. Probably not. Or maybe yes. Is the use of truth possibly only once in this short span of life? One life, one distinguished procession of experience and its distinguished true feeling. The truth of others' life is absolutely asymmetric for me, absolutely meaningless. How does it matter me if love and pain were not together in someone else's life? Love and leprosy came to my life together as twins. Now I'll skip to the later part of the story. The story is too long to be told in a single video, short video, so I'll skip to the later part. I have not been able to figure out yet as to what my ethic was at that time. Is not it the duty of a woman to save her dying husband even by sacrificing herself? I felt that the ideals of good and evil, morality and immorality, decency and indecency could not touch me, reaching the predicament where I had landed. The testaments from the scriptures, which are practicable for human society in a normal condition, would not be helpful to a unison person in an unnatural condition, like morality is irrelevant in case of a drowning person. I felt I was drowning. When I threw my limbs seeking support, I had got hold of a strand of grass. At that moment, a blind faith of life guided me the way to live. Even after getting defeated at every field, the pulse of life would not accept defeat. A final blind feel would come out of it. Today, I am waiting for my last breath here, but that day, my life had shown me the way as if it could not accept defeat to tuberculosis. What do you save this bloomed body of yours for? The time of its utilization has arrived. Are chastity and duty of a woman two different paths, the distinction of which is not visible in normal circumstances? But at the extreme situation where I had reached, they are distinctly visible. The wife in me says, "You have only one man. You should not accept intercourse with any other man under any circumstances." But the woman in me says, "Is it forbidden for the sake of my own man too?" Nothing is restricted for a woman if it is for her husband. Maybe there is a limit to a wife's discipline, but has anyone been able to indicate the parameters of a woman's love? After all, a wife is just a statue standing on the pedestal of femininity. On the day I said to myself, "Now I am nothing anymore, neither a mother, nor a wife, nor a sister, nor a virgin, nothing at all. I degraded of all these forms. I confined myself and focused on original femininity. I said, I will give away this body of mine to save you, Mr. Writer." That night and many other nights, I used to lie on the posture of a prostitute and hear Mr. Writer coughing in the other room. I used to say silently with solemnity, "I will sacrifice this petty body of mine to save you, Mr. Writer." Mr. Writer would cough in the other room. I would clutch the amount of my fees in a determined way in my fist.